2, 1, live! This was the exact moment Fortnite released Ballistic.
This looks sick, bro. I'm watching the preview.
The long-awaited first-person mode was finally here. A 5v5 tactical shooter with a search and destroy objective.
ADS or hipfire.
I've never played a game like Counter-Strike or anything like that. This feels like the perfect mix between the two. Fortnite taking over that sort of space a little bit, maybe.
For Fortnite, this was a massive deal, because it meant that they were expanding their reach into a different genre, competing with games that define that space, like Counter-Strike and Valorant. The hype was there.
Bro, you guys know
This
that?
feels so good. This feels so good.
All right, let's get it, bro. Let's get it. I'm excited.
This is the worst this mode will ever be. And they've said it's early access. Like, imagine what this could be. Imagine.
So much so that the Fortnite servers broke upon release.
Oh, we failed the cook request for the server.
Can we get in a game, please? Can we just get in a game, Fortnite, please?
But a little over a year later, Ballistic would ultimately be removed. But why? Well, to understand Epic's decision, we have to go to the start of it all. Fortnite released Ballistic early access on December 11th, 2024. From day one, the Fortnite community noticed bugs and issues with the mode.
Let me tell you why this, I'm not joking, at a high level, let me tell you why this game mode is until they fix the ping or they fix everything about it. And now with the desync that I'm seeing in this Ballistic mode, I am wondering if the quality of the gunplay in Fortnite is almost being exposed here with the desync.
Oh my goodness. I feel like early access.
This led to a 90% player count drop-off within just a few months. Followed by the lack of updates, Ballistic just kept sinking until it hit its steady base of around 7,000 players.
Just a dedicated community of people who love Ballistic. It does have its problems, all right? But I can say for sure that Ballistic was not given its proper love and support.
The remaining Ballistic community blamed this on the absence of attention from Epic, clearly shown by the slow update schedule. For the 16 months that Ballistic was out, it only received a total of 7 notable updates, 4 of which were actual content updates. The last one being 10 months ago in June of 2025.
Healing has arrived. Come explore the tight alleys of K-Zone Commons.
But by then, the damage was already done. You see, because Fortnite released the mode too early, no matter what improvements came later, players had already written off the mode as garbage, and nothing in the future was going to change that memory. And it's not just a Ballistic thing. Think about LEGO. That game mode has still not recovered from its 95% player count drop-off that occurred within a month. Despite the fact that the game offers far more content now than when it did when it was first released. Maybe if Epic stopped pushing these experiments out prematurely, these modes would not have been regarded as failures. And when looking at Ballistic, it wasn't even a full experience. Bugs were still present, and maps still lacked textures. Since April 16th, Ballistic being removed has had the largest backlash, to the point where creators like Typical Gamer have offered to buy it from Epic Games and vowed to maintain, update, and grow it.
We have an incredible team of engineers who are super smart. We'd work with the Epic team. Like, we would be the ones that would have to do this continual maintenance, and we would be okay with that.
Although Epic responded to this proposal and basically said that UEFN doesn't even have the full capability to replicate Ballistic or even make it better yet.
This is a problem that's happening right now. The tools don't exist to make it like Ballistic right now. It's physically not possible.
Even with this barrier, it still hasn't stopped many dedicated map creators to try their best to replicate it, with the goal of turning what can be into what is. Now, how is removing Ballistic bad for the game? Well, think about it. You have a game mode that can actually bring a new player base to the game, the FPS community, which makes up a large portion of the gaming world. Epic clearly wants to pull in every possible player. It's obvious from how heavily they're pushing UEFN and paying creators millions to build maps that keep people engaged. So to have the first and only FPS mode with a consistent and growing player base only to toss aside like a failed experiment is unbelievable to me. Let's get one thing straight here, Epic. Ballistic didn't fail you. You failed Ballistic. And honestly, if Ballistic ever came back as a creative map, I don't think I'd play it. And I doubt it would ever reach the same player numbers it once had, let alone attract new players. It's unfortunate, but if it's not an Epic-made mode, it's just not the same. Most people see creative as a Temu knockoff of the real thing. Plus, creative never gets the attention it needs, and it always ends up being buried under hundreds of random maps. So even with typical gamer trying to take it over, I don't see myself going out of my way to play it, no matter how many updates it gets. And that's strange for me to admit, considering I would log on every single night just to play Ballistic with my friends. Now, do I think Ballistic will return in the future as a proper Epic made mode? I do. With enough voices and the right push from the community, Ballistic absolutely has a chance to come back, but not without real fixes. Numero uno. The major bugs have to be addressed, and every map needs to be fully finished in terms of textures, scenery, and overall polish. Numero dos. Ballistic needs a competitive angle. Adding official tournaments would bring attention, hype, and a reason for players to invest. You can't tell me that a Fortnite livestream featuring competitive Ballistic wouldn't have FNCS level energy. It would be so much fun to watch. Even smaller tournaments would be a huge incentive for players to return. And numero 3. Once the mode is actually complete, it wouldn't require constant updates. Seasonal refreshes like new maps, new guns, or even the simple rotation of them would be more than enough to keep it feeling alive without overwhelming the dev team. I'm telling you, Epic, Ballistic could be so much more than you initially imagined. With proper development and focus, this mode has the potential to genuinely change the game. Hashtag bring Ballistic back.